Big Three, Fantasy Alarm TV. I'm your host, Ray Flowers. Let's talk the waiver wire in Week 6 and start out with the number of 12. As in the number of career carries for Shakandrick West of the Chiefs. Now, we know that West is going to be the number one waiver wire pickup in virtually every league this week. I'm suggesting 30 to 35% of a fab budget if you're going to do that. Why such a low number when others are higher? Many reasons for that. The Chiefs brought in Ben Tate and Pierre Thomas to add depth. Neither one of them has been signed at this point, but still, those are two veteran players that could have a role, especially Pierre Thomas. If Pierre Thomas is signed, we would think he would fill the third down back situation with the Chiefs. That's point number one. Point number two, the inexperience of West that I noted. Point number three, Nile Davis is still there. And though West has clearly passed Davis the last couple of weeks in terms of usage, it's not at all clear that West will be able to handle 20 touches a week. Now, it does sound like in the front office, there is some debate about whether West or Davis would be the best option. Sounds like the head coach, Andy Reid, wants to go with West. Short-term, West is the guy. I think you get 30-35% on him. Don't let Nile Davis float around on the waiver wire. Go 20-25% on Davis. I think this could easily be a mix-and-match scenario. Don't blow the budget to add West, though that running back position is what the entire offense is funneled through in Kansas City. Second number today is 12, as in the number of catches the last 2 weeks for Willie Snead of the New Orleans Saints. Now, Snead has really asserted himself. It was supposed to be Coleman. Coleman hasn't stepped forward. Marquez Colston's got an issue with his shoulder. Looks like he's going to miss multiple weeks. We know what Brandon Cooks is going to do. He's coming off a nice game, 100-plus yards and a touchdown. But Snead is the guy that's asserting himself in this offense. Not only does he have 12 catches the last 2 weeks, he's gone for 230 yards in those 2 games. And in Week 5, he saw 11 of Drew Brees' passes thrown his way. Snead is the top guy probably in the majority of leagues this week to add off the waiver wire at the wide receiver position. Some people might go with Marquez Wilson because of the uncertainty with the health of guys like Royal and Jeffrey with the Bears. But I would say Snead, long-term, is profiling as the best option for a lot of people to add in Week 6. And then finally, the number is 3. As the number of weeks in a row, Gary Barnidge has scored a touchdown. Now, Barnidge, yeah, who saw this coming? Absolutely no one. Josh McCown has taken off the last 3 weeks. First quarterback in the history of the Browns franchise to throw over 300 yards in 3 straight games. 457 is last ever, the best number that anyone has ever done, seen, produced for the Browns. And Barnidge has kind of been the guy that's helped him get there. Now, Barnidge, 3 games in a row with a touchdown. 3 games in a row, 6 catches. 3 games in a row, 75 yards. 3 games in a row, 6 targets. In fact, those last 3 games, he's averaged 100-plus yards, a touchdown, 6-plus catches, and 8 targets. Time to take him serious, folks. His value might only be there with McCown as long as McCown can stay on the field, and that is something that we're always dealing with. McCown always seems to be hurt. But right now, Barnidge has to be added if he's on the waiver wire. It's almost impossible not to start him after his 3-week run of excellence. And I'm concerned a little bit about the long-term ramifications of his role. But right now, can't go wrong. I know, can't believe it. Can't go wrong with Gary Barnidge as your tight end. Ray Flowers, Big 3, Fantasy Alarm TV. That's been your waiver wire for Week 6. Don't forget to visit us, fantasyalarm.com. Free rankings coming out any moment now.